The engagement dinner, where I let my brother ruin himself. My brother Tyler stood up at my engagement dinner, raised his glass, and smiled like the perfect son, the kind everyone trusts without question. But the moment he started speaking, I already knew he was about to lie, because for weeks I had been quietly noticing things that didn't add up. My fiancé Mark and I had spent 3 long years saving every extra dollar for our first home-skipping trips, working late, sacrificing everything while my parents insisted on holding our money in their account to keep it safe. That night, Tyler took a deep breath and told everyone his startup was struggling, that the market had hit him hard, and then, like it was the most natural thing in the world, he announced that Mom and Dad had decided to use the family emergency fund, including our house savings, to bail him out. The table went completely silent. Everyone looked at me, expecting me to smile, to agree, to play my usual role as the understanding little sister. But instead, I calmly took a sip of water, set the glass down, and smiled back at him. I told him it was incredibly brave of him to admit all that, especially after his business trip to Cabo. His face changed instantly. My mom looked confused, insisting he had been in San Francisco for meetings, but I leaned in slightly and said, yes, he had been in meetings, just not the kind that involve work. I mentioned jet skis, parties, and everything he thought no one had seen. The room shifted. You could feel the truth starting to surface. Tyler tried to laugh it off, saying I didn't know what I was talking about, but that's when I calmly revealed the one thing he wasn't prepared for. I had already moved the money 2 months ago. Suddenly, his confidence disappeared. He grabbed his phone, frantically checking the account, refreshing over and over, convinced it had to be a mistake. But it wasn't. I told him the account still showed a balance. Just $12. My father stood there in shock, my mother looked like she might collapse, and Tyler couldn't say a single word. The truth was sitting right there in front of everyone, louder than anything I could have said. I stood up, smoothed my dress, and told them the house was already under contract and closing on Friday. They were all invited to the housewarming, but Tyler might want to figure out what happens next with that brand new Tesla. And with that, I walked out of the restaurant without raising my voice, without creating a scene, leaving behind nothing but silence and consequences. For the first time in my life, I wasn't the one cleaning up my brother's mess, and honestly, I had never felt lighter. Thank you for watching. If this story meant something to you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell icon so you never miss a daily update. See you in the next story.